Hi guys, welcome. All right, let me just get the other phone over here. I got Dylan in front of me this time. I don't want to move him. All right, buddy? Are you in front of me? So I'm going to put these cards to the side of the phone and then we'll get started. And I got coffee here. So this way if I get tired, I have my coffee. And hopefully this phone here is charged. Oh, it's good. It's pretty good. All right, let's see. Okay. We got Adriana. I want to go and ask him about his feelings towards me, but for some reason he did home office, and for me it felt like a sign from the universe not to ask him. Why would the universe prevent this? I don't think that the timing is right now because of Mercury. That would be my thing. I would, hang on, let me move this. I wouldn't have any serious conversations while Mercury is retrograde, unless it's something that has already been discussed before. Let's see what I can put back here. So, for example, if you had a conversation with him about something before, like you spoke about your feelings before, and you decided one thing, and then you were going to go back and revisit it, and you were going to bring it up again, then I would say it's okay. But I don't think it's a good idea to have a conversation about something important under Mercury retrograde when it's never been discussed before. There's too much room for error. There's too much. First of all, Mercury is the planet of communication, so it's not working in your favor when he's working retrograde. It's like communication gets mixed up. Computers go down. Not a good time. But let me pull a couple of cards and see what the cards say. But the cards are going to probably say something similar. Okay. So the cards suggest, it's funny because it shows that taking off your restraints, like you're ready to do it, you're ready to step out into your own, you're ready to take a leap, and then justice is in reverse. So the powers that be are like, the timing's not right. I always think of things like that. Sometimes I'll give something 2 or 3 tries, and then if it doesn't work, I'm like, this just is not supposed to happen right now. So I would wait. Mercury is going to go direct, I believe, March 10th, 9th or 10th, something like that. It's coming up. So you don't have long to wait, but I would put it off until then. Energetic. How does Steph feel about me? Okay. The way that Steph feels about you is that you're lucky, you're sensitive, you are helpful, you may have a fiery personality, you have a lot of passion, you're spontaneous, carefree, and loving. Also feels like if you have not heard from this person, out of the blue, you will be hearing from this person. Communication comes in. So something is happening for you coming up if you haven't spoken to Steph. Sepia, general love. Okay, so you're going to have an offer coming in that you're not going to be able to refuse. It's going to be very good. It could be from an Aries. If you're not with anyone right now, an Aries comes in, or it could be somebody who's an authority figure, somebody who's the boss of a company, or it could even be somebody who's older than you. They come in and they're interested in you and they let it be known and they want to move forward. but you are kind of holding yourself back. So you may either be intimidated by this person, or maybe you're not really feeling them to begin with. Like you might kind of be like, nah, he's not my type, that kind of thing. I would give this person a chance because it looks like you start to move away from things that aren't working for you and moving towards things that do work for you. And you have victory around this new relationship. So if there's nobody around you right now, I would say it's this strong person that's coming in. And it would definitely be a strong personality. Like, it wouldn't be like a wimpy type of person. I would give him a shot. Kira, is my coworker Stacy a snake? If you have to ask that question, she probably is. But let's have a look. I get a 99% chance she is a snake. I would not trust this person. I would not let her know anything about your life at all, as little as possible. And I would try not to let her, know anything that you're doing at work. Just, I would be cordial, hi, bye, how you doing? Have a nice weekend, that kind of shit. But I would not get involved with this person at all, not on a personal level. And I would be careful professionally. If you could avoid her, stay away from her. Because she reminds me of one of those people that will find out something about you and try to use it against you. TD, how's the Aries feeling about me? He is feeling very regretful over something that has not happened, or either something that didn't happen yet or something that happened and he wished that he could change. There's some kind of regret that he's feeling about this situation. He is very attracted to you, and he's been thinking about you a lot lately. He feels that you're well-grounded and that you and him could have a fun relationship. He's just got to get out of his own way. Or it might be that there's just some like bullshit going on around him right now, because he's thinking about you, he's attracted to you, he thinks you guys could have it all, but yet he hasn't come forward yet. So I think he will. I think you'll hear from him soon. Sepia, career reading. Okay. The only thing that you have to watch out for here, I think, really is don't shoot yourself in the foot, because the Fool is here in reverse. But basically, I don't know what you do for a career, but this could be either a new project at your current job that you're working on. It could be focused on a new skill, a new business, a new idea, and moving forward with it. There's money, there's abundance. It's brings in a large sum of money, or you build a business that's bringing in a steady flow of money, and you pursue it. But then the Fool is in reverse, which scares me, because when the Fool is in reverse, it's something that cannot be taken back. It's like, it's like saying something that you can't take back. It's trying to put the toothpaste back in the tube. So just be careful not to do something where you're going to cut your nose off to spite your face when it comes to your career. Rochelle. I don't see the question. You know what? It looks, maybe I just can't see it on my phone. Let me see. Let me just go up here on this. I don't know. It looks like it's funny on this phone. Yeah, weird. I can see it on this phone, but it's like squished on this one. I don't know, weird. How will my online spiritual store go? I think it's going to take off. It just may take a little bit of time. It may be a little sticky here and there. But eventually it takes off because you have the Hangman in reverse. But before that happens, it looks like there could be some ups and downs. And it looks like, I don't know if you have somebody from your past that's coming back that's going to help you with this online store, but it looks like you could be getting help from or hiring somebody from your past to help you with it. Maybe not right away, maybe when you get to the point where you need extra hands, but I think eventually it's going to be very successful. It just may take some time. Allie, what's coming up over the next 7 days? There may be some anxiety around love or a close love relationship or crush. Two of Cups is in reverse, but so is the Nine of Swords. So it's like anxiety around it, but it's mild anxiety. It doesn't have to be something too catastrophic, but there is something that goes on around a love relationship or a crush, love interest, and you may be feeling regret. I don't know if it's something like, well, I sort of had a crush on so-and-so and I didn't act fast enough. Now I feel like I lost out. It's not a huge deal, but there's definitely something a little bit shitty around love coming up. And now I can't swear it's going to happen exactly in the next 7 days, but it's like coming up in the near future. Georgia, how is RS feeling about me right now? See, he's feeling connected to you. He feels like he's got a wish around you. You got the Lover's card here, which would be a soulmate connection, but that he wants things to move forward slowly, so he's not jumping into anything. If you haven't heard from him or you haven't discussed anything with him, that's probably why. He doesn't want to go too far too fast. I mean, I know that you guys have a past and this is not a new thing, but he seems like he's proceeding with caution right now. Queen, what can I expect in the next 2 weeks? Happiness. First card, 10 of Cups. Happiness on all levels. There could be a creative project coming in around you that, if for nothing else, maybe a way to channel anxiety or a way to, like, it's kind of something that may be a little bit meditative. There is an Aries around you that comes in, and there may be some fun, adventurous times coming in. Could be with the Aries. It's probably with a fire sign, somebody who's like a real get up and go kind of person. You may also be feeling a little bit of heartbreak because you have the Three of Swords here, but it doesn't look like it's anything that's too intolerable. There's nobody here next to the heartbreak, so it could be feeling a little bit bummed or feeling a little bit disenchanted by life. But then you have a large sum of money that is coming in. Now, I can't swear it's going to come in the next 2 weeks, but there is a large sum of money that comes in that you may not need to work for. It might not be the kind of thing where, you know, I had to work an extra 40 hours last week to make this. It could be somebody gives it to you, or it's a bonus, or it can be a sign-on bonus or something. But it's definitely a large sum of money. Costanza, the same thing happened here in this one. Maybe if I turn it this way, I could see it. Why did the Virgo stop answering? Am I going to hear from him again? Okay. You are definitely going to hear from this person again, but right now they're feeling incredibly weak. Strength is in reverse. They have a lot going on in their life, and they're just either haven't gotten to it, or it's always been at an inopportune time and they never got back to you. It's almost as if they have the energy of, I'm going to get there, I'm going to get there, I'm going to make the call, or I'm going to get back to so and so, but they just haven't gotten there yet because they have so much going on in their life. You're going to hear from this person. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Moon Eyes. Is Neil only interested in being intimate with me? No, he's actually looking for this relationship to transform. You got the Death card here. No, I think there's more to it than that. Kira, challenges I may face in 2020. Dylan, you think I could shift you over a little bit? No? Okay, they may be, thank you, buddy. Here, come over here, come over here. Come over here, go on the blanket. There you go, good, that's perfect. Okay, go ahead, get up there. Thanks, buddy. Good boy. You need me to help you? Go ahead. Go ahead, lay down. Baby, lay down. Okay, good. All right, good. I can move a little bit. Okay, so challenges that you may face. There's definitely going to be several moments throughout this year where you're going to feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and feel like very unbalanced. You may at some points be, this isn't so much struggling with money, but it could be waiting for money to come in, or a holdup around money, or moments of time where it's just, you know, waiting and waiting and waiting for money to come in. But there are also a lot of moments where justice gets served this year. You may feel like a delay around happiness. You may feel a delay around love. There may be several points where you're feeling like nothing is working and nothing is falling together easily. But I think it does come together. I think it's ups and downs, but overall, I think that your challenges will be outweighed. I don't think it's going to be a bad year. It just seems like there may be points where it's like I'm running in quicksand. Like I just can't get enough traction. I'm waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's, you know, it's annoying. It's annoying. Trust me. Sepia, what is Michael's next steps? When will he reconcile? Okay, let's see. When is reconciliation coming in? It could be in April, or it could be, you may hear from him in April, but not fully reconciled until the fall with the spades. The spades is usually the fall time, but you might be hearing from him before then. I mean, you might start to hear from him as soon as April. Lee, what are DP's next actions towards me? He comes forward with an offer, like right out there. This is like an offer. This is, I want X, Y, and Z. Are you up for it? And I don't think that, I do think that things can move forward pretty quickly. The relationship can be built on solid ground. But I think he comes right out with it. He doesn't try to like bamboozle anything. He just says it. Coco, love reading for Kay and I. Okay, if she is somebody from your past, she's coming back. If she's not, somebody else from your past is coming back. Use your intuition. That person could be an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. If that's her, it's her. If it's not her, then it also could mean that she's coming back and you guys may have some sharp words. There is a soulmate connection coming in around you. And you may be walking away from something that doesn't serve you and you're not holding yourself back. You're like, I'm walking away and that's it. That might not have anything to do with her, but sometimes it could be like a timing thing. It could be like she comes back at the same time you're walking away from a job, a friendship, something like that. So sometimes it's like the card's way of saying you'll know what's happening when this is going on in your life. And then your relationship with her is going to transform and you're going to be feeling a lot less burdened. Shar. What does Cook think of me? Admires your confidence, you're down to earth, and that you're successful. Sometimes feels a little intimidated. A little intimidated. That's okay, good. Sister. How does he currently feel towards me? Now, this is interesting. Today, he comes up with heartbroken and happy. So, heartbroken, maybe because you guys haven't been speaking, and then happiness because of the way he thinks of you and what you remind him of. He's also today, whether you believe this or not, appreciating you a lot. Thinking very positively about you today. Miss Ronnie, is my boss purposely blocking me from getting overtime at work? Yeah. 70% chance yes, and then the 9 of Swords is here, which would indicate that they're anxious or worried about something. So I don't know if they think that you're a better worker than them and they're threatened by you. There's something about you and working overtime that makes them anxious. I don't know if you working overtime and them not being there would make them look bad. There's something about the overtime that they don't want you to be there. And you know, years ago, I worked for this company that the 3 of us staff accountants were hourly people, and the office manager, why she was the office manager, we don't even know. She was a salary employee. And when it came to year end, and we really wanted to put in the overtime and get things done and then make extra money, for, you know, at the end of the year, she was totally against overtime because she didn't get paid for overtime, but we wanted it. And she used to not want us to work overtime because she felt like us being there and not her made her look bad. And she didn't want to be there. She wasn't going to get paid anything extra for it. So we had that fight, you know, every year end. Or anytime there was, you know, a lot of work, she would fight us on overtime. People are selfish assholes. Miss Rosie, how's the Libra feeling towards me after Friday night? Okay. How's the Libra feeling? The Libra is feeling a little bit passionate. I don't know what went on Friday night. A little bit connected. But then on the other hand, I don't know if there was a fight or a disconnect because the 2 of Cups is in reverse. So feeling like we had this connection, feeling passionate, and then feeling a little bit, I don't know. I don't know if you guys had a fight or something. The Lovers is in reverse too. So they may be feeling a little bit like they didn't get what they want. Ace of Cups is here, so things could turn around. but they may be a little disappointed. I don't know. Maybe I don't know exactly what went on Friday night, but it shows a little bit of disappointment around this relationship. Shar, finance reading for March. Finances in March. Finances for you may be a little bit sticky. It shows that you feel like you're waiting for your ship to come in. You may be waiting for money to show up. You may be feeling prepared to move forward, but then like having the feeling like you're waiting for the bus, you know, waiting and waiting and waiting, and then it's just not showing up. And then all of a sudden money comes in out of the blue, or work comes in out of the blue. It could be a way to make money. You may be feeling regret over something around money. Maybe you bought something that you shouldn't have, or you spent money on something that left you short for something else, whatever, you know, how sometimes we're not always that great when it comes to money, but at the end of the day, happiness. So I think towards the end of the month, money gets easier for you. Money, you know, it can be a real pain in the ass. It can be a real pain in the ass. I think the beginning part of the month may be a little slow and stagnant with money, but by the end of the month, you're in a much better place. April, general love. Okay. Use your intuition when it comes to love. You have a wish here. It shows moving away from something that's not working for you and moving towards something better, moving in a positive direction. Being focused on the things in your life that work takes you to a better place. You're leaving in the past regret, pain, heartache, moving towards somebody who really appreciates you. Now, as far as signs go, there's a Taurus here. I don't know if you're involved with a Taurus. If not, a Taurus shows up. If you're with somebody right now, your relationship can be transforming for the better. It does look like there may be a little bit of a money issue or a money worry around this relationship. I don't know. Maybe you guys are talking about going away and you don't have the money for it. That could be. It doesn't have to be a big deal, but there's a little bit of an annoyance around money around this relationship coming in. Tash, Ace, current feelings about me and our connection. What do you want, water? I'll get you some water. You have to flip over the dish, let me know it's empty. Is that what happened? Is that what you had to do? Okay, so how Tash feels. He feels, he's a little bit all over the place. First, it shows that he feels like he made it to the top of the mountain and he feels like he's won the battle even if he hasn't won the war. But then it shows that justice is in reverse. So he may be feeling off balance, out of kilter, out of control. But then it looks like he kind of rebounds from that coming up and he feels a little bit more in charge. He feels happiness around this connection, but he does feel like he has choices and he's not ready to make a definite choice about where he wants to go in his future. He's just kind of like, he's sort of all over the place. I don't know. It's like he feels good one minute and then he feels like he doesn't put in any effort. And then it looks like he's happy with the way things are going. And then it looks like, you know, he's like, well, I have choices. I can do what I want kind of thing. Let's see. That may change in the future, though. Malika, is Michael back with the third party Leo? What is their relationship right now? Okay. Is Michael back with the third party? I'm going to say that there's like a 70% chance that there's something going on. It's not showing that they're back together. They may be talking, they may have met up. One person may be trying to get the other one back, but it doesn't show like they're really back together. It kind of looks almost like it's a little bit hit or miss. Like one person may be trying to get back and the other person may be kind of appeasing the other party. I don't know. We got to wait and see how this plays out because I'm not sold that they're back together. I'm not thinking that. There's no love cards showing up around them. You know, if they were back together, it would be the kind of thing like they were just together because they were bored and had nothing else going on. But I don't even get that from it. So, Isla, his current feelings for me. His current feelings. Right now, he's feeling a little bit argumentative. He may be fighting with himself. He may be unsure how he feels himself, and he's just kind of like fighting in his head. 5 of Swords. He's also feeling a little bit unfocused and a little bit of a disaster in his own right. That just may be what's going on around him today. He feels a little bit disconnected. Today is an off day for him. It's an off day. But there is happiness around the way he feels about you. So I wouldn't worry too much. If you don't hear from him today or you don't speak to him today or even tomorrow, don't even reach out because I just think it's an off couple of days for him. Adriana, what's coming up in life? Okay, you may feel like the wind has been let out from your sails and you may be harboring some regret. Also holding yourself back. But coming up, there is an air sign coming in who's going to make you feel a whole lot different. A Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. This person may be a little bit adventurous. They're going to want to transform your life. They're going to want things to move forward. They're going to be a lot of fun. And one thing that's for sure is they are going to show you appreciation. So, they may be a little bit different than other people that you've been around lately. They may be somebody that is really showing you how much they respect you. I'm going to skip one from TD. Let me go find it. Oh, damn, it must have been a while ago. What was the question that I missed? I think I only did one for TD, and it was about how the Aries is feeling, I think. Oh, here, I see it. I see it. Will the Aries get over this regret soon? All right. Oh, shit. So did I miss other ones, too? Hang on. Oh, damn. I think I missed a lot. Yeah, it should blow over soon. It should blow over soon. TD, will the Aries reach out by the end of the week? I don't think so. It's not coming up high enough. I'm not confident it's going to happen before the end of the week. Stephanie, how is T feeling? Why hasn't he reached out? He's right now feeling undecided. It's like he wants to reach out, but he's been kind of busy and he's putting it off. You're gonna hear from him. He's showing up, or he's coming in out of the blue. But the way he's feeling about you, see, he's coming in out of the blue. He cares for you. He's undecided on which direction to take this in. He's kind of just playing it day by day, but you're going to hear from him. I'm going to say you're going to hear from him within the next couple of days. Or he comes to see you or something. It comes up strong for soon. Ella, will I hear from Don in March? Okay. Yeah, I think you will. I'm pretty sure you will. Susie, what's he feeling after our messaging? Anxious and argumentative. So I don't know what you guys talked about, but that's what comes up. Anxious and argumentative. Moon Lover, what is this week's going to be like for me? What's this week going to be like for Moon Lover? You may be feeling like a little lackadaisical and like not getting a lot of work done. You could also be feeling a little insecure around finances this week. Somebody comes out of the blue that may help you. It could be a wish comes true towards the end of the week, especially when it comes to money. I don't know. Somebody shows up and they offer you money, or they help you out with money, or I don't know. Something's going on around feeling lazy at work, feeling unstable, feeling like I don't have enough money for something, and then somebody comes in and kind of changes that. So I don't know if, or it could even be that money comes in. I don't know if you're waiting on money. Maybe that if you're waiting for money to come in, it comes in. Let me plug this in here. But it looks like finances are a big theme this week. Stephanie, I feel like it's over between me and T, like disconnected. Okay, let me see. Is it over with T? I don't think it is. No, it's not. You're having like a mini tower moment here. It's not. It's okay. I would just let things be right now. I love finances. Finances are going to get a little bit better for you come like between now and the end of the month. So we have the Six of Pentacles, feeling more appreciated. It could be feeling more appreciated at work. It could even possibly be a raise. There's passion around work. There may even be a new job opportunity that comes in, or a job opportunity, business, something that you pick up on the side that can make money easier. And things change with finances overnight. So things are going to improve quickly for you. Susie, what will happen next with me and Steve? It looks like you have one hell of a roller coaster coming up here. So it shows a breakup with the two of the Lover's card in reverse. And it shows that you feel like your wish doesn't come true. But then that clears because you have cause for celebration around the situation. And then the Hermit is in reverse, which means he may pull back and you may not hear from him for, I don't know, enough time for you to take notice, whether it's a couple of days or a week or so, and that might drive you a little bit crazy. and lead to somewhat of a tower moment where you decide that you're walking away from him because you can't stand it anymore and you feel stabbed in the back. But then that turns around once again because you have the Ten of Cups here, which promises that there will be happiness around this relationship, and the final card is success. So it's going to be one hell of a roller coaster. So keep in mind that when you're, you know, in a valley, that you're going to come out of it and that things are going to turn around and that it's not over. It's just part of the story, not the end of the story. And try not to freak out because it looks like it's just going to be like that for at least a couple of weeks. Moon Lover, does Jay want me to share my wealth with him? Yes, he does. Very much. He's almost counting on it. Queen, does George miss me, and is he missing? Is he messing with someone new? How are things with Catherine? Okay, let's see. Is he with someone new? I'm getting a 70% chance right now that there's somebody else around him. But his relationship with Catherine is upside down. I'm not concerned. Like, Catherine is like, I don't even know what the hell, why they're even together anymore. But 70% chance he's either talking or speaking to, or something's going on with somebody else. He's not thrilled with this Catherine. He definitely misses you. He misses you. But he's like, I almost feel like he's like in a cage and he's trying so hard to get out, and he'll use anything to get out, but he can't seem to get out of his own way no matter what he tries. I don't know. It's like him and Catherine just seem to not be in a good place ever. I don't think I've ever seen them in a good place. Like, they may be okay or they may deal with each other, but it just doesn't seem like it's all that at all. Isa, how does N feel about me right now? How does N feel? How's N feeling? Good. There's celebration around this relationship, taking control, taking charge, not holding, and it will not hold themselves back. They're going to come forward. The relationship changes quickly. I think it's good. Elizabeth, does a woman for my job have love feelings for me? I don't think so. There's only one ace. That's pretty low. I mean, maybe there's attraction there. There may be intrigue or mystery or something, but I don't think it's really love. Love Olivia. How is Ramirez feeling about us? How's Ramirez feeling? Lighthearted, carefree, like a free spirit, like a breath of fresh air. He's feeling very good. He feels very connected and very intuitive. He's liking this connection here. Very happy about it. Like, it feels right to him. TD, will the Aries get over this regret soon? Oh, I did that one because I went out of order. And yes, I do think the Aries will. Adriana, is Kenneth a good guy with good intentions? He is. His intentions are good. I don't think he's a bad guy at all. KG, what should my next move towards the Scorpio be? You know what? You don't have to do anything because the divine intervention is stepping in, which is going to make you feel like you made it to the top of the mountain, which is going to lead you to happiness. So if you were to sit on your ass and do nothing, you guys would still fall in. Everything would fall right into place. You don't have to go out of your way, bend over backwards, or do anything crazy. It's going to happen. The divine is on your side. Readings with Allie. Will this pass once my appointment with my client on Thursday? She's been draining my energy, getting her through some hard energies. Let's see. It's going to pass. It may take a day or so. So first it shows holding yourself back. It shows regret, and then the Chariot pushes it forward. So it might be a couple of days where it's like slow and regretful and stagnant, and you can't seem to get out of it, and then all of a sudden it blows away. Like I want to say it feels like, this is weird. You know the dandelion when you it's got like the white fluffy things, and you blow on it and it goes away. That's how it feels when it leaves. Like it just lifts and it's gone. Moon Lover. Jay's feelings about me asking about his kids and family. He thought that that was nice. He thought that it was caring. He thought that it was nurturing. The Chariot is here, moving forward quickly, but this is also the Cancer card. So and Cancer is the mother. So by you asking, it made him feel like you were nurturing, motherly, concerned. That was good. Stephanie, love reading for March. Okay, you have a lot of strength around you in March. You also have cause for celebration around love in March. There are water signs and earth signs here. Taurus, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You are walking away from things that aren't working out for you in the month of March and moving towards things that are working better. There may be some sharp words around somebody that did you wrong too in the month of March. It's okay. Sue, Adam's actions towards me. You see a reunion. Okay, so a reunion coming up. Absolutely. And he's going to feel relieved when you guys have this reunion, or when you get your situation back on track. He's going to feel great relief. Kira, how far does Leroy see our relationship going? He sees it transforming and he sees it growing, but he doesn't look too far into the future. And I'm not surprised, because most guys don't. Most guys are all about the here and now, and they're not really thinking like, down the line. Women are the exact opposite. I mean, I have people that email me and they're like, well, I've been seeing him for a month. Are we getting married? Or do you see children around us? And I'm like, you don't even know the guy yet. Like, take a breath. Trust me. Take a breath. You don't want to get married that fast to this guy. But guys are the opposite. They're like, yeah, this is cool. It feels good now, and then we'll see what happens. So, but the Death card is here, so he can see things transforming. He's just not that far yet. But he's happy with the way things are. Miss Ronnie. Will she get her karma for treating me like this? I have to make a living as well. Listen, people are selfish and they don't care. And especially when it comes to work. Not only do they not care, but You know, they would rather see you not have the money that you're willing to work for so that they don't look bad. Like, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah, they're going to get their karma. And you know what else? They may have to work a little harder. So something may happen where they're being watched or somebody says something to them and they're going to feel like they got to step the game up. Yeah, good. Good, because that's like, to me, that's like such a shitty thing to do, to take money away from somebody who's willing to work for it because you think that it either makes you look bad or because you're lazy and you don't want to do it. So this person shouldn't do it. You got a hell of a nerve. Tash, reading. Oh, the readings with the red and purple hearts. Okay, let me go find it. Made a decision to distance myself away from A. I've done my dues, and I think it's time. Can I get advice from my guides and angels? Sure. Okay. 9 of air. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, and sleepless nights. The Hermit, Archangel Raziel. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teachings, and self-discovery. Release, Archangel Azrael. The end of a situation or a phase, spiritual transformation, time to move on. I think that you've done the right thing by distancing yourself from him for a while. I think that it's a smart choice. Sarah, how did Omid feel when he saw me at work today? He felt attracted, happy. He did feel like he was holding himself back. He may have been a little bit shocked. He felt appreciative. He felt, happiness comes up again. He felt good. It was good. Andrea, reading for next week. Reading for next week. Okay, this week into next week. What's going on? This week into next week. Okay, a relationship with financial stability or a relationship that's built on solid ground with roots that grow very deep is front and center in your life this week and moving into next week. Feeling balanced. Somebody from your past may be returning. Feeling like your ship finally came in and there's a water sign around you. That could be the person from the past, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. You're going to be feeling very strong over the next couple of weeks. And money should start to flow in a little bit more easier over the next couple of weeks as well. The only thing that is really worrisome is the Fool in reverse. When the Fool is in reverse, be careful that you don't say or do something that you can't take back. Just be careful that something doesn't fly out of your mouth and you spill a secret or something goes on that you can't take back. Otherwise it looks like a good couple of weeks. Shar, what are Cook's next actions towards me? Balance. Balance and karma. So it looks like he's coming back to you to bring you what you deserve. So I don't know if you and him had a relationship in the past and he's coming back to reciprocate something that he owes you, or it could be the overall karma that you put out into the universe is going to come back to you through him. And that's coming up. It's looking like he's going to be feeling very appreciative and respectful of you coming up. I don't know. He may be around you a lot. He may be looking to hang out, get together, move things forward. There's stuff happening here coming up. Andrea, should I buy that camera or would it be a waste? If this is an expensive item, don't buy it while Mercury's retrograde. Wait at least until the middle of March. Let's see what the cards say. Buy it, but hold off. Hangman. Wait it out. Wait until Mercury goes direct and then see how you feel. Sarah, what are Omid's next actions towards me? Did I do that one or I didn't do that one? I thought that I did that one. This phone's going to die. Maybe I should plug it in for a minute. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to take my chances with this phone. All right, Sarah, what are Omid's next actions towards me? Communication may be picking up, especially over the next week or so. Communication may pick up between you and Omid. Leto, how is Elisa feeling about me right now? She's feeling impressed, a love connection, and passionately. Passion, not a bad thing. Maria, what's coming in for love? Hang on 1 second here. All right, let me see. Maria asks what's coming in for love. New opportunity. New opportunities come in around love that bring you happiness. Feeling prepared to move forward. New opportunities come in and somebody from your past comes back. Shit. You're going to have a lot going on. Somebody from your past comes back. You're going to have a fire sign, possibly a Leo, Sagittarius or Aries maybe. That person may have some money. And you may hold yourself back a little bit when the new person comes in. But they may be a Libra. If they're not a Libra, then they're an earth sign, a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Scorpio. And you're going to have a lot of opportunity coming up. Holy God. Good. Good for you. Enjoy it. Seba, just an update on T, the Leo's current feelings for me. Okay. He feels a little bit weak right now, and he feels like he may be afraid to move forward. He may be kind of nursing an old wound from his past right now, but like he's feeling a little sorry for himself. The Leo here is feeling very weak. He's got this is the Leo card, but it's in reverse too, which is weakness. The way he feels about you, you're balanced, you're carefree, you're a free spirit, spontaneous. But he's a little off these days. Cade. How will Gabriel react to the recent text I sent? Oh, I'll be on more tomorrow. I had stuff to do today. I'll tell you. Okay, Gabriel may not be working as hard in the near future. He may pull back for a day or so. I feel like he does that. And it's almost as if he thinks like he's punishing you, but he's punishing himself. He may be feeling a little bit unnerved or upset, but it blows over quickly, and the Sun card is here. So I don't know what you said to him or how he took it, because you know Mercury screwing everything up. So it could also be the way he took it. But I think that it blows over relatively quickly. If he does pull back, don't get upset by it, because it's not going to last very long. It's almost like a little minor temper tantrum. So I got up this morning to color my hair, and I did. And you know what? I kind of like missed a big patch back here, but I have a lot of hair, so I can kind of cover it. until next month. Whatever, it's fine. And then I went back to the school to work at the school today, which is only 2 hours, but it's right in the middle of the day. So I had to take the baby to my brother's house so that he could watch her. And we got there early enough so that we could go for a walk because it was 60 degrees today. So, and I had some private readings I had to do this morning. So I just didn't have enough time between all of that for me to get her to my brother's house and get her to the school. So tomorrow I should be able to do one in the morning because I won't have to color my hair or wash it tomorrow because that's done. So hopefully tomorrow I come on in the morning and then again at night. But I have time now, so I don't have to, I can stay on for a while, get through these questions. Capricorn, will I hear from N in the next few days? Yeah, you will. It's going to come in out of the blue too when you're not expecting it. Bam, you get a phone call or a text. It's Stephanie. How does he think I feel about what is going on between us now? He has no idea. He's got no idea. Right now he feels unbalanced. He's unsure. And he's standing here waiting like for his ship to come in. He has no idea how you're feeling. He feels like he was working hard on things and he doesn't know what happened, or he feels a little unsure. He doesn't want to do the wrong thing, so he's not doing anything. I would tell him how you feel. Now, in this situation, I would tell him how you feel and not worry about Mercury because this is something that's been going on. But if this was somebody, like if you had a crush at the guy at the deli down the street, I would not suggest going in and telling that person how you feel because it would be out of the blue under Mercury retrograde. I don't think it would be a good idea. Adriana, how will I react? How will he react when I get with someone else? He will be really, really heartbroken. Is he a Sagittarius? Because you got a Sagittarius here. So if he's not a Sagittarius, you have a Sagittarius coming in. Or it could be both. They both could be. But he may feel like he may try to put out that he doesn't care, but he cares. He's going to care a lot. And that's what he's going to get for being stupid. Ashley, how is Lamar feeling about me? How is Lamar feeling? He comes in out of the blue. If you haven't seen or spoken to him, he's going to show up. But he's kind of feeling like he's not so sure that you guys are meant to be. So he's like sniffing things out, just trying to get in touch with his own feelings because judgment is in reverse. So he's like, well, I'm not sure if this is supposed to happen, or maybe I have a lot of roadblocks ahead of me. I'm just going to give this time, but that's going to change. It changes overnight. He may be having second thoughts right now, but he won't be for long. Jasmine, will I hear from him before Thursday night? I think you will. You only got one ace, but the sun card here which is basically a yes. Danny, when will I be in a relationship? Ace of Clubs. So the ace could be the beginning of anything, beginning of spring, the beginning of a new month. The clubs would be this summer. So I'm thinking that this is probably going to happen for you around the beginning of the summer. Shay, option 1 or option 2? Option 1. Option 2. Excuse me, option 2. Option 2 definitely comes up much higher. Susie, was he telling me the truth today about my birthday? He was. He wasn't lying. He was telling you the truth. Or he was basically telling you the truth. Queen, what's going on with George and the new woman he's around? What will be the outcome of this? Heartbreak and worry. I don't know that this is something that ever really gets off the ground. It just may be somebody that he's talking to now as a distraction. But the outcome is heartbreak and worry. Or it could be some kind of a disaster for him. He should be careful. Could be like a psycho. Sarah, how is March looking for me? March, you are definitely moving from things that don't work to things that do work. So it's leaving a disaster in the past, moving away from it, and heading towards stability, a wish comes true, and working hard on something. Now, the 8 of Pentacles is usually working hard on something that has to do with work or school. It doesn't have to be, though. And you could have a soulmate relationship also showing up here with love coming in out of the blue all of a sudden. Sarah, will my new love enter my life soon? Yes, and it could be a Pisces. Moon lover, will Jay and his family ask me for money soon? Mm, 70% chance, yeah, they're going to ask. 2, will I meet anyone trustworthy soon? %70 chance, yes, you're going to meet somebody who's trustworthy soon. And is anyone watching me and why? Like spying on you, kind of? Let's see. We got a spy here. I'm only getting a 33% chance that somebody's watching you. I don't really think you're being watched. Afia, what is Linford's current feelings towards me? Is he involved with anybody else since we're not on good terms? Okay. Is he involved with anybody else? I'm only getting a 33% chance that he's involved with somebody else. It shows right now that he may actually be very focused on something he's doing at work, a new project that it could be work, school, a way to make money. He's focused on that. It doesn't look like he's really focused on love or love relationships right now. And the way that he feels about you is the Empress. You know what that means? Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful if you don't want children. I don't think he's involved with anyone else. Susie, will it ever be the relationship I want with Steve? 70% chance, yes, it evolves into something much better than it is right now. Stephanie. Did he try looking for me at work today even though I wasn't in? His intentions. It doesn't show that he went looking for you, but he was hoping he was going to see you, or he was hoping to bump into you. But he didn't go looking for you. I don't think he had time. I think he was busy. Jennifer, Scorpio V is feeling towards me. Still no contact. Okay. He's feeling celebration around the situation, passion and attraction. You're going to hear from this guy. Right now, he's got a little financial shit going on. But you got to hear from him soon. PJ, does Jay still like me? He definitely still likes you. Definitely. Anna, how is Christopher feeling towards me today? This might not have anything to do with you. I don't know. He's feeling like a little bit agitated by something. He's feeling a little bit agitated, feeling a little off today, and feeling like he's kind of stuck in the mud and not ready to move forward with anything. That may not have anything to do with you, but he's feeling like there's a delay around his happiness, and he feels a little disconnected. Yeah. He feels a little disconnected. He also feels like he's got choices, or he's got decisions that he has to make. And he's feeling a little bit, maybe overwhelmed is the word. I don't know if did he tell you anything? Like feeling bogged down or twisted up? Yeah, he's feeling a little ungrounded for certain today, upside down. Armani donated through PayPal. Okay. Eric's, oh, this phone just died. Shit. All right, I'm going to plug this one in. And then I'll just have to keep my eye on this phone here to make sure that it doesn't crack out. Uh-oh, what went on there? Oh my God, why is my head so big? I mean, come on. What the hell did I just do? Okay, there we go. So the last thing we need is my big head in the screen. My head is big enough. All right, Eric's true feelings. He's going to be working hard on your connection coming up. He's feeling creative. He's feeling passionate. He's feeling connected. And he's feeling well balanced. So that's good. So now let's see what's next. Oh. Do you see us getting into a committed relationship anytime in the future? It's possible this summer you could be in a committed relationship with him. Shit. Damn it. My last question is, will my friend Karina be able to go to Wildwood with me and Jill for spring break? She may be moving to California, and I don't know if she'll be here. Okay. All right, let's see. I think that she will, 70% chance. And there looks like there's a regret. So I think that she will, because she's going to feel like if she doesn't go, she's going to regret it. Look at this guy there. We can see you in the camera, Dylan. Handsome guy. Sepia, Michael's feelings for me in general. He thinks that you're a nice person, that you're well balanced, and that you're serene. You're generally pleasant to be around. You can have your moments where you're a little bit argumentative, but he thinks that you are a good person. He thinks that you're well balanced and that the powers that be should grace you with a beautiful life. He wishes good things for you. He feels positively for you. Did that turn on? Oh, God, come on, damn it. Jennifer, do you think my trip will go as planned in April to see the Scorpio? Okay. I'm only getting one ace here, which would be a 33% chance it's going to go as planned. The Death card and the Lover's card are both in reverse, so I'm not, at this point, I'm not convinced that this trip is happening in April. Doesn't mean that the trip isn't going to happen, but it just may not happen in April. Seba, does T the Leo think that I'm not interested in him anymore now that I distance myself from him? He's definitely felt you pull back, and he's definitely questioning how you're feeling. You caught his attention by doing this. I think that you did the right thing. I think it's good. Stephanie, why does he come forward and then backs away from me and doesn't tell me like his feelings? What's the issue? He holds himself back. He's not ready right now to discuss his feelings, that's for sure. He is feeling very stable in himself, but he's afraid to put that out there. I don't know if it's because he got hurt before or he's just not ready for things to move forward, but he's got regret here around the situation. Being regretful of something he didn't do right, or being afraid of doing something and regretting it. He feels like the relationship that he has with you or can have with you will be built on solid ground, but that he's going to kind of give it over to the powers that be and let things fall into place because he's just not ready to open his mouth. However, at the end of the day, I think that you guys make it to the top of the mountain. So it may be frustrating, but I would give it a little bit more time with this guy. I think that you can get somewhere with him. Gem, what are Richard's feelings towards me right now? Love, patience, and compassion. If he's somebody from your past, he's going to be showing up. You got the Six of Cups here. Or he's thinking about showing up. He's coming forward. Something like that. You're going to hear from him or something. Cross paths with him at some point coming up. Queen. What kind of connection does George have with the new woman around? Is it deeper than ours, and will it end fast? He doesn't really have a connection with her. They're just talking. There's nothing physical going on. There's nothing, it's just like, you know, it's just talking. It's nothing that's gotten to the point of, you know, it's not like sexual or anything like that. It's just like somebody that he's talking to just to distract himself from everything that's going on in his life right now. I don't think it's going to turn into anything. I don't want to say that he's using her, because I don't think he's using her for anything. I think it's just conversations. TD, will the Aries still come back towards me after this week? Yeah. You got 3 aces. He's got to be coming back at some point soon. Rhonda, general love, relationship, and finances. Okay. For March. You may be feeling like you don't have any choices, but there's a large sum of money that's coming in. You have the 10 of Pentacles here. And then when that happens, you're going to lay down the law. And you're going to be cutting through anybody's bullshit. So when it comes to love, you're not standing for shit. You're not holding yourself back either. There's a Taurus around you who may be a creative type, a spiritual type, a creative type, and they may be coming in with an offering of love. Now, I can't say that by the end of March, your whole life is going to turn upside down and you're going to have a whole lot of money and a great love life. I don't believe that, but it looks like the cards are pretty hot for the month of March. Large sum of money comes in, sticking up for yourself, standing your ground, not holding yourself back. A Taurus comes in who's creative and maybe a little bit spiritual, somebody that you click with. If you're not with anyone right now, this is somebody that can be coming in. If you are with someone right now, you could be rekindling your own relationship with them in a spiritual way or through a spiritual practice. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're ending your relationship and leaving with somebody new. But by the end of the month of March, you should be feeling like all 10 cups are full. So I think March is going to be a really good month to you. Adriana, how would my relationship be with Kenneth? Okay, how would a relationship be with Kenneth? You know, I don't know how well you would click with him, because, and this is how you would be feeling, not him. It shows like a little bit of regret, and it shows a little bit of indecision and a little bit of like heartbreak. Not that he's breaking your heart, like you may be breaking his heart. He may put in a lot of effort and you might not feel it. Or you may think that you're into him for a while and then not be. Or maybe you have to just give it, you might have to give it a long time. And maybe the kind of thing you have to give a long time. He'll treat you really well, but it's going to take some time for you to fall in love, I think. And then you can get the Sun card. You know, it reminds me of, and I don't know if I told the story before, but I had a friend of mine who was, she was, and I've been told this myself, picky. Like, she wouldn't just go out with anyone. And it's not like she had, I mean, none of us, my whole group of friends, none of us had a million guys around us ever. And it's not like we had like, you know, 12 guys that we had to choose from. There was like never really anyone around. Or if there was, it was one person. So she didn't date anybody for a really long time. But then when she met this guy, she went out with him a couple of times and she was like reluctant, and I was like, oh, just go, just, it's just a date, you know. And then they kind of started dating and hanging out, and she wasn't sure how she felt about him for like a good, I'm gonna say like a good 6 months. She was like, I don't know about this guy, I don't know. Meanwhile, her mother already had her like, she was already like picking out China patterns for her. And she wound up marrying him. She did. So even though, you know, it's like it took a while for her to kind of let down her guard and give in, but when she did, and it worked out. So it may be the kind of situation with you and him where you may be feeling like, I'm not so sure that I'm really into this. And then it winds up working out and there's happiness there. It's funny when that happens. I keep feeling like I'm seeing something like out of the corner of my eye. I can't tell if it's my eyelashes or if it's really something. I mean, I've had this really strange feeling for a few days now. It's like, first it was anxiety. So I'm like, okay, anxiety, something's going to happen, but nothing has happened. And now it's gone from like the normal anxiety feeling to the feeling in my stomach where, like, you know, when you're on a roller coaster and you're about to go down the drop and it's that kind of feeling out of your stomach is like falling, but nothing has happened. So I don't know if something is about to happen, something is going to happen, or what, but that's feeling like I'm plummeting. I don't know, it's weird. And then I sent one of my friends an email who is intuitive for her opinion, and I haven't seen if she wrote me back yet. But then I'm thinking, Saturn's changing signs, so maybe Saturn has something to do with it this week. Maybe that's what I'm picking up on. I don't know, but it's a weird feeling. L, will P take further action towards me? Oh, yeah. He's got strength here, and he's prepared. Yeah, you guys can be reconnecting. The moon is around you, so use your intuition. This one went on low battery. This one. Ah. Oh, well, I only got 5% on here, but what the hell? I'm going to try to use it when while I can, because it's just so much easier. And it's going to die while I'm trying to get it to light up. Whatever. I'll just go back here. Capricorn will N ask to see me when he contacts me this week. Yeah, he's going to have something in mind. Either he's going to want to see you this week, or he's going to be asking you to see him soon. That was from Capricorn. Okay. L. Has Howard finally decided to leave me alone? He's backing up, but I don't think he's leaving you alone for good. Not for good. I think you're still going to hear from him sporadically. Queen. What are George's current feelings for me? Okay. Now what? What the hell? Why is that happening? Oh. Oh, shit. What did I do? There we go. He comes up undecided. He's not sure what he thinks. Like, he feels like there's a delay when it comes to happiness around you guys. He feels like he's very attracted to you, and he feels like you're very nurturing, but at the same time, he feels like you guys are like fire and ice, and that like it's explosive and that it can get toxic. So he doesn't really know what to do or how to handle it, because one hand he feels like he can't live with you, and the other hand he feels like he can't live without you. Siba. Will I ever be in a relationship with T in the next 6 months? You got a 70% chance with 2 aces, but you have the Sun card, which is like a definite yes. I think you will be. Oh, Siba for Vicky. That was nice. General. You have an Aries around you that may be very influential. Stepping out of your box, taking a leap of faith, will make you feel like the weight of the world has melted off your shoulders. Doing something out of the box makes your life change overnight. Something that you either haven't done before or something that you've been afraid to do. Love comes in. I don't know, it's like stepping out of the box and your whole life starts to transform. Love comes in, working really hard on something that could have to do with a new business project or a new skill. Somebody from your past returns that may be part of this business opportunity. And feeling like finally you can breathe a sigh of relief. You made it to the top of the mountain. I think stepping out of your box just a little bit will give you like a whole new lease on life. Malika, is Michael with Kayla right now? I'm only getting a 33% chance, which may mean that he's seen her or he's spoken to her, but I don't think he's with her right now. Anna, Christopher has been making me feel loved a lot. Actually, I also have been feeling a little scared that he may just leave me or tell me he's not ready. Why am I feeling scared? Because he's showing me love. All right, let's see. If you see, it's hard. Like you have to answer it yourself. Are you feeling scared because you're really scared, or are you feeling paranoid because of something that happened to you in the past? And then you have to ask yourself, are you feeling loved because you really feel like he truly loves you, or is he just saying things that you want, that he thinks you want to hear? So those are the things. To me, reading this question makes me feel like down deep you're doubting his sincerity, and you're doubting that not that like, you're doubting his sincerity in his actions or whatever it is that he's doing to make you feel loved. And you really think that he's got another agenda because there's fear. The problem with fear is that sometimes it comes up because of something that happened to us in the past, and it doesn't have anything to do with this situation. So that's what can get very tricky. And for me, like, I'll always look at my chart and see what's going on. Neptune right now is on my sun, like pretty close. And so that's why I have to be double careful with myself, because I know I can get really paranoid with Neptune there. You know, it's like one degree this way and it makes you psychic, and 1 degree that way and you become nuts, like you become psychotic. So there are a lot of unanswered questions here, like for you to sit and think. Something's not sitting right with you, and I can sense it just from the question. So let's see what the cards have to say. See, I always have to go with my gut and what I feel. And I don't care what someone does or what someone says. It has to be how I feel, like the way that I feel, not how somebody else is trying to make me feel or how the situation makes me feel. So what we have going on here is there's a lot going on here, okay? So first we have there's regret around this situation. Somebody's feeling regretful about something, and somebody may be feeling a little bit guilty. That's probably him. There is a minor heartbreak around this situation and feeling the weight of the world on the shoulders. I think this is him. I don't think this is you. And it also feels like there's this disaster coming. Something is going to explode. Feeling like, well, there's arguments and bickering here. But you know what? There's a lot going on here. I think that your intuition is right on, I don't think he's going to leave. There's nothing here saying that he's going to leave. But it does show that the relationship can turn upside down and it can change overnight, and it would take work to get it back to where it was. But see, this making me feel loved makes me feel like I don't want to say he's covering something up, but how does somebody make you feel loved? You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like what are you doing to make him feel loved? You know what I mean? Like, it almost sounds to me as if there is, I don't want to say a cover up, but something here, it's not sitting right with me. And I don't think it's sitting right with you either. Let me try something else. Okay. What is going on with Christopher? What's going on with Christopher? Okay, well, he's having trouble with somebody from his past, or somebody from his past is around him that is either caused him pain, stabbed him in the back, caused a disaster at some point, or is looking to cause a disaster. There's somebody from his past here. That person may be a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. That person could be a demon of his. He's undecided. He doesn't know what to do about this person. He feels like he wants to let karma take care of it, but karma isn't stepping in. I think the powers that be wants him to make the decision. And he feels like he's stuck in the mud. He doesn't, he's not prepared to handle the situation. He doesn't know what to do. And, hang on, let me go to the bottom. Oh my God, I almost just blocked somebody. We've been spending more time together. He's been fighting and She's causing him harm and she's a Leo. Okay, so he's having trouble with her. She's a problem here. But if his actions are showing you that he wants to be with you, then what's worrying you? Something about it is not sitting right with you, and I'm trying to put my finger on that because there is a problem here. She's a problem. There is something going on here that is it's just not right. It's either she's causing trouble, she's looking to cause trouble, she's trying to come back in. If he's fighting with her and he's getting rid of her, then that's fine, good. Let them fight, let him get rid of her. But there's something here that's just not sitting right around this around this situation, and I'm trying to put my finger on it. He doesn't want to make things worse. She already takes his son away from him. But if they go through the court system and he gets custody or partial custody, she can't take the kid away from him. He's got to be able to see him, and he doesn't have to see her. He can, look, I get to see him on Friday nights. You drop him off. You pick him up on Saturday morning. That's it. You don't come here. Unless, I mean, the kid would have to be really young, you know, for her to not have to leave him. He may just have to be a little more stern with her. Maybe that's it. Maybe if he tries to really put his foot down and be a little bit more stern with her, maybe she'll get the hint. He's got to be a little bit more stern with her. That's exactly what it is. She can't take his kid away from him as long as he's paying child support. She has to give the kid right. She's got to give him his rights. It's illegal for him, not for her to do that. He's going to have to just like really put his foot down with her. Maybe she'll get the hint. She seems like she's relentless. Stephanie, how will things be if I see him tomorrow at work? Oh, good night, Vicky. Victorious and things move forward quickly. It'll go well if you see him tomorrow at work. I think you will see him. Jennifer. You're right. I'm not sure about the trip to see the Scorpio. I'm just wondering if he's going to contact me to let me know it's a go due to work. I just haven't been pushy or contacting him. Yeah, see, I wouldn't either. But, you know, I had this conversation the other day with one of my friends. She was saying that this was like, we weren't arguing, but this was the discussion. She was saying that people, what was the term she was saying? Rope him in by the neck or something. She kept saying it, and she's like, well, some people, they just rope him in by the neck and they just force it to happen, and it works. It works short term. Like, you can make anything work short term, but you're not gonna have long-term happiness. You may get like short-term fix. And this may even be similar to Anna's situation, that, you know, the baby's mother may be roping him in for a second and trying to control the situation, but it's only going to be for that minute. It's not going to be long term. And I was saying that, what is the happiness in doing that? If I have to make you do something, am I happy with that? If you don't really want to do it, you know? So my friend was saying, she goes, but I think that that's how most people live. You know, they force somebody to do something and the other person just kind of succumbs to it, and then they get what they want temporarily, but temporarily they're happy. I don't know, we had this whole big discussion about it, but to me, I wouldn't be happy like forcing someone to go on a trip with me. I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I'm just saying, like, I agree with you. I wouldn't do that either. All right, let me see. Is he going to contact me and let me know that it's a go? Okay. I get a 70% chance that he does contact you. Yeah, I think he will. Queen, when George comes back, how will he treat me in the future? He doesn't hold himself back. When he comes forward, he comes forward. Steps out of the box. He treats you much better than he did in the past. It's still going to be a lot of growing, and it's going to be not turmoil, but it's going to be a growing process. It's not going to happen overnight, but things are going to be much better the second time around, and they're going to be a little bit more passionate too. But once again, it's going to be your choice. At that point, he comes back. You may be in a position where you're not feeling it so much, or you may have other opportunities around you at that point. So George may be the one crying. Stephanie, is X talking or being intimate with anybody? At best, he's talking to somebody, but I don't think he's being intimate with anyone. Andrea, does she even care? Is she regretful? Okay, is she regretful? She's definitely regretful. 3 aces, 99% chance. Oh shit, I skipped Susie. Let me go see. Oh damn, I don't even see it on this phone. Susie, what was the question? And I'm gonna go find Miss Levon because I saw that one. Oh, it was general for Miss Levon. Susie, if you could send me the question with purple hearts, I'll do it next. General for Miss Levon. You have a wish around you. You have a wish around you that's going to be a really good wish, and it's going to be happening at the same time you're suffering from some kind of anxiety. And it's like almost like whatever it is that you're anxious over, the wish comes in and makes you feel so much better because the sun is here. And then life starts to move forward, and you start to exhibit some boundaries and cut through some bullshit. But heartbreak goes into the past and stepping out of your box and into your power. Into the future, you got divine energy here helping you. You got the powers that be working for you. Somebody comes in out of the blue that could help you feel much more appreciated, well-balanced, cared for. Could be a love relationship, or I'm not seeing love right now, but it could be like a trusted friend or somebody who is like an earth angel kind of a person. Connection comes in. Susie, what does he really feel for me? Was that it? All right, what does he really feel for me? He's going to be pursuing you. He's going to start coming forward more. He feels a spiritual connection to you. He feels like you guys can have a relationship built on solid ground. He feels passionately for you. And he feels like he wants to spend time with you. I don't know what his problem is that he's not like stepping up 100% yet. Because the cards are saying that he's like on the brink of it. Sepia, how will we be when Michael returns? There's a lot of money around you guys when Michael returns. Financial stability, maybe a new business opportunity. Feeling like celebration around this relationship. I think it's going to be good when he returns. And it's going to be a lot less, like, I don't want to say you could have a lot less problems. Things are going to just be a lot smoother. Ray. Who's my next man going to be? I don't know how old this person is. I can't tell age. You know, like some people are 60, but they're Gemini. They come off like they're 25. Somebody could be an Aries, and they could be 20, and they come off as much more mature. There's an earth sign coming in here. This person is going to be very successful. They are going to be very intuitive. They may own their own business, and they're going to be well respected. They may be well respected in the community. Your life transforms. There's happiness around you. You feel like all 10 cups are full. I think it's an earth sign that's got a water sign, rising sign. Feeling life changes for you quickly. Could be somebody that you know of from your past. It could be somebody that you know from your past. I think it's going to be a Taurus. What was that I missed? TD. TD. I know I've asked you before, but the regret card keeps showing up around the Aries. Does it have anything to do with me, or is it something else? Okay. The regret card comes up with something that it has to do with money and arguing and walking away from something. So I don't know if you ever had an issue with him having to do with money. I don't think so. I don't think it has to do with you. I don't think it has to do with you, but there is worry around his situation with you, which may be because he's got this regret over a decision he made around money. It's money, and it's him walking away, arguments around money, him walking away from whatever that situation is, and him feeling worried about what's gone on with you, and he overall feels very weak. Right now, he's in a position where he feels very weak. I don't know if he lost a lot of money, or he made a bad investment. He's feeling very weighed down by this. He's going to rebound, though, because financial security is going to be coming in. I think that the regret has to do with money or a bad investment that he made. Salome, love reading for March and April. Okay. You may be feeling like you have a lot of choices going on here in March and April. You've got a Sagittarius, you also have water sign and a Leo. Sagittarius and Leo, and then you have Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. It could be one of the water signs, but also there is a Scorpio and a Sagittarius. You may even find yourself at some point in the love triangle, so just be aware of that. By the end of, I'm going to say, the beginning of the summer, your love life is going to be in a different place. You will have taken charge. You're going to feel like your cups are overflowing. All happiness on all 10 levels, on all levels with the 10 of cups here. But you may be feeling like in March and April that you have a lot of choices and a lot of opportunity that you haven't had in the past, which is a good thing. Enjoy it. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but you know, in every relationship, everybody takes that the risk of being heartbroken and being left. I mean, we can't guarantee anything. That's the risk that you get into when you're with anybody in a relationship. But you see, it's one of two things. and it's sometimes, like, for myself, it's very hard for me to decipher, am I feeling like a psychic intuitive feeling, or am I being paranoid? If you're legitimately being paranoid and there is no reason to be afraid, like, this person hasn't done anything to make you think that they're leaving, they haven't done anything to make you feel like like they're being sketchy, they've always done the right thing, they've always been where they're supposed to be, then you're more being paranoid. But if there is something that's not sitting right with you, then that's the difference. But you have to answer that yourself. To me, the vibe that I'm getting here is that something's not sitting right with you. It's not just, I feel like one day he may leave me. I think there's more going on here that is making you feel like he's going to leave you. I don't think it's just something that's well, what if he leaves me? I think that you're picking up something that is making you question the connection that you have here. Like, on one hand, you're saying, well, he's making me feel loved. But, people can do all the right things, but that doesn't mean that the connection or the emotion is behind it. Like I tell people all the time, I worked at the neighborhood grocery store. I mean, I worked there for 100 years. And I would see men come running in on Valentine's Day, just give me something, just give me anything, I can't go home with nothing. It was bullshit. They were just going home with flowers so that they didn't have to answer. So that, to me, is not making somebody feel loved. That's covering your ass. So that's why I'm saying these questions you have to answer. Nobody can. It's not healthy to not enter relationships because we may get hurt. But what I'm saying here is that from the way this is coming off to me, this is a little bit more than I just may get hurt. I feel like you're picking up on something that's not sitting right with you, and that's why you're asking these questions to begin with. And that makes me more concerned, because your intuition is stronger than, in my opinion, most people have stronger intuition than fear from the past. Do you know what I'm getting at? It's like something is really not sitting right and it's eating at you. And you can talk yourself out of it, but at the end of the day, like back to A&P, when we found out that they went bankrupt and that the future was uncertain, the same feeling I got in the pit of my stomach was the same feeling that I got when I found out that my mom was dying of cancer. I knew that company wasn't going to last. I knew that I wasn't going to have that job. But yet I did a lot of talking myself out of it and talking everyone else out of it. Oh, somebody else will buy us. Oh, somebody else will this. Oh, we're going to be here. Don't worry. But down deep, I really knew that this wasn't going to last. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, I don't have like him in front of me, so I can't really, and I'm not reading his cards too. But to me, it sounds like there's more happening here than just I could get hurt one day. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying those are questions that you really have to ask yourself, because to me it doesn't sound like, oh shit, this phone died. I think that there's more happening here than meets the eye, and something's not sitting right with you. I did TD, but I don't think I did Salome yet. Okay, let me go to Salome. Oh, no, I did. That's the one where you can have a lot of choices. Stephanie. Did I break up with Erica? Did T break up with Erica because of me? Or because of the issues they had? If so, does he regret it? Okay, let's see. Did T break up with Erica because of Stephanie? You may have been a little bit of a part of it, but you were not the reason. He doesn't have regrets. He may feel a little bit bad. I think a lot of times people do feel bad because as human beings, like for the most part, we don't want to deliberately hurt somebody. But I think that they had issues, and I don't really think that there was much love there between the two of them. Oh, Anjali, we haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. Welcome back. What is coming in love between AJ and me? Okay. AJ and Anjali. He may be pursuing you pretty heavily coming up with the perseverance card here. You might have some arguments. There may be a little bit of arguments, nothing big. It could be a little bit of squabbling, not the end of the world. But this relationship could transform coming up. There's passion here. The happy home is here. Spending time around your home. Use your intuition. There may even be some... he may be coming in out of the blue. If you haven't seen or spoken to him recently, he comes in out of the blue. Things may be moving forward and you guys may be prepared. I think what's coming up is there's a possibility to take the relationship to the next level with the Four of Wands. So wherever you are in the relationship right now, it can go to the next level. Did I go back and get Susie? I thought I did. Let me know if I didn't. There may be another one for Susie, though, that I missed. All right, I think I got those missed guys. PJ. Does Jay want to be friends with benefits? Probably. Hell yeah. Definitely. Going the wrong way. Anna, what meetings do Christopher's dreams mean? What do his dreams mean? What messages do Christopher dreams mean? I'm not sure what you mean. Can you just write that again and put it with purple hearts so I don't miss it? I think you're asking what are his dreams mean, but I'm not sure. RZ, do you see marriage between Marit and Aways? Okay. Is there marriage coming in between Marit and Aways? There could be, if one of them wants it, because there's the wish card here. But otherwise, there's only a 33% chance. RZ, what's coming in for love with me in a ways? When will he make a move? It looks like right now things are at a standstill with you and him because you got the death card in reverse. So things are not moving forward right now. Let's see. When is he going to make a move? Maybe in May. You might have to wait until the month of May. So you got the death card in reverse around this, and you have the 9 of Cups in reverse, which is the wish card, which means you're kind of in a standstill right now. May be a positive month for you two. All right, Anna. What messages are Christopher's dreams telling him lately? He's been having weird dreams. Okay. All right, what are the dreams telling him? I think that the dreams are telling him that he may need to work a little bit harder. I don't know what he does for a living, but the 8 of Pentacles in reverse would indicate either being lackadaisical or not stepping up to the plate or not working hard enough. Upright, it's like working really hard. It could even be learning a new skill. In reverse, it's like being stagnant. There may even be something that he's going to want to learn in the near future. It also shows that there may be some issues around money, or this could be a bill that shows up unexpectedly that could be worrisome. It doesn't have to be a big bill or it doesn't have to be a crazy amount of money, but it's something that could be a little bit of an annoyance. He's got the Devil card here, which means that he may be battling with some type of an addiction or some sort of a demon. Either it could be something like anything that you could be addicted to. Food, exercise, drinking, drugs, spending money, gambling, whatever. That may be resurfacing over the next couple of months, or maybe it already came back into the picture and the powers that be are warning him, watch your demons. He needs to use his intuition a little bit more, especially if he wants to have long-term happiness over the course of his life, because he tends to sabotage himself sometimes. Overall, it looks like he's going to be moving away from things that no longer serve him and moving towards greener pastures. So I think that he does get his act together, and I think he does start to take control of his life. But it looks like it may take him some time. Like, it may not happen overnight for him. Elizabeth, does the father of my kids have a problem with money? Okay. I think a little bit. 70% chance, yes. Brandy, yes, you can close the super chats. Thank you. And then moderators can get your questions in. All right, now let me go try to pull off some of these other guys I haven't gotten to. Oh, yeah, Avery's right here sleeping. And then this other guy is over here sleeping. Oh, he's behind me. You can use his ear. Sarah, yeah, if you have questions, you can put them in. I'll get to them. I'll answer them quick. Anna, Archangel cards for Christopher. Okay. Justice, Archangel Raguel. Fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. The Ace of Air, brilliant new ideas and inspiration, seeing the truth in a situation, a challenging new beginning. Five of Earth, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, and uncertain self-employment. He's got Archangel Raguel around him, so that's good. Fair and just decisions. Shemaya Camille, did I sabotage my relationship with Quamir by having so much fear and anxiety? No, I don't think so. I'm only getting a 33% chance that this is your fault. Like something that you manifested. The death card here is in reverse, which means that either things weren't changing for the better, or your intuition was right. Like it's not your fault. It's nothing that you did. Like, for example, there are people that are really sabotaging. Let me make a long story short here. I had a friend of mine, very good friend of mine, who had no problem attracting guys. And when she had a guy who was a nice guy, she seemed to sabotage it. But when she had a guy who was a dickbag and wasn't calling her back and was blowing her off, she was like one guy, I don't remember, and I don't think it was Broadway tickets. I don't know, might have been. But she Broadway tickets, paid for dinner, a big night out, and then he didn't fucking show up. And then like she continued to chase after him. Crazy. But this other guy who was a really nice guy and like went out of his way to like make plans with her, she would do things like she would say to him, okay, well, why don't we go to the movies at, I don't know, 8 o'clock? And then he would call her and she'd be like, well, I'm just going to go to the gym and I'll see you later. And then it's like, it would be like you don't just go to the gym at 7 o'clock when you told somebody that you were going to meet them at 8. You know what I mean? And then she never thought that she was doing anything wrong. Or like she would like suggest, well, why don't we meet at the bar? And then when he would drink, she'd be like, well, he's always drunk. You know, like you don't bring a drunk to a bar and then get mad that he's drinking. You know what I'm saying? Like why didn't you go to the movies with him? Like, why did you go to the gym? Like, none of it made any sense. You didn't do that. So no, that's not your fault. Yeah, you see, no, if he was lying and you were feeling that, I don't think that you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. No, I think that you're right. Armani donated. Okay. All right, that's okay, Armani. I'll do it. And Sarah wanted a question. I said that I would do it before I go. And then I'll do the moderators. Somebody told, somebody, who was it, gave up their question, wants me to do Malapale, right? Was it Malapale? What will the Gemini feel and do if I lessen my messaging and stay more quiet? He may come forward a little bit more. You may get a little bit more out of him if you pull back a little bit. You might get more balance out of this situation if you pull back a little bit, because you got Temperance here. You also have the Fool here, so there may be some spontaneity. He may be popping in a little bit more. I would give it a shot. Give it a shot. See what happens. Armani, you can curse me out, ignore me, or whatever, but if I really F you heavy, you ain't going nowhere. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? Oh, I missed it. Was the quote that Eric posted on Snapchat about me? Like, was he thinking about me when he posted it? All right. I'm only getting a 33% chance that that quote was about anybody. I think he just put it up there. I don't think it means anything. Mel. Will the Aries go through someone close to him, to me, to get in touch with me, and will he be successful? Okay. Yeah. You know what? He's not going to be successful the first time. He's going to have choices. And he's going to try different people, and eventually he has success. It's going to take him some time, though, before he gets to you. Oh, I called somebody a pussy. Well, because if you gotta go somebody like that and you're a pussy, I just tell them. It gets me pissed. I worked for a company. This is so funny. The company was German, and we had German guys that would come to work here at this company. And one man, he actually moved here with his family. He was just like he was a young guy, but he was like a big, stern German guy. And he had a real, like, big voice. And his English just was not good when he first came here. And no matter what time of the day it was that he came in, he would say good morning. And we would crack up. We'd be like, Frank, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You can't say good morning anymore. But when he was, his kids were, I want to say his wife was Turkish, maybe. So his kids spoke English, German, and Turkish. Is Turkish a language? It's something. There was another one. And the kids would make fun of his English. Anyway, but kids pick things up so easy. It's not easy for an adult to learn another language. So anyway, he was talking about the principal of his school, the kid's school. And I don't know what he meant to say, but I mean, maybe this is what he meant to say, but I don't think he realized what it meant. And he was like, the principal of my son's school, he's a pussy. And he said it really loud. were like, Frank, don't say that. It's not nice. It was so funny. Oh my God. Yeah, what a character he was. Oh my God. Brandy, is Deverick thinking about me heavily? He is. He's also feeling a little down in the dumps. Oh my God, I say all kinds of bad things. I mean, not always, but sometimes when I get really pissed. All right, what about, there was Sarah that wanted to ask a question. I don't know if she ever did. And did I finish the super chats or I didn't? Let me scroll back up here for a sec. I did that Archangel one. I did the one about the dreams. I think that I got through all of them. All right. Okay, I think I did the super chats. If I didn't, you know, yell out. And Sarah never posted? Alrighty, then I am going to go because I'm starting to get tired. He's snoring. All right, let me just see if I could pull off a couple of other people that I didn't get to. Oh, Darlene. I haven't read her in a while. A love reading for Darlene. I know at least in the last couple of days I haven't. Oh, you can have some choices. Choices come up around you. You're not going to hold yourself back. Somebody's going to be making you feel like a Roman goddess. Use your intuition. Be careful if you don't want children when that card shows up. And you're laying down the law. So you're going to be setting boundaries and not putting up or cutting through bullshit. If somebody tries to bullshit you, you're not going to have it. So I'm not even worried about that. Feeling like finally all the hard work that you put out into the universe, it's coming back to you. And feeling balanced and patient and compassion and spiritually connected moving into the spring. All right, Shani and Sarah, post your questions and I'll get to them before I go. And I'm going to just randomly grab it, whoever I can. Chanel 76. Will the ex-Aries guy communicate with me? Oh, yeah, you got success coming in around this situation. It may take a moment, but yeah, there's more communication coming in from this cat. Shani, I did something with Corey the other night, and I'm worried that it will come back to bite me in the butt if I try and pull away from him. All right. If we try to pull away from Corey, is it going to come back to haunt us? 70% chance, yes, it will. So I would, if you want to back away slowly, back away slowly. I wouldn't just disappear. The thing that you did with him the other night. So if you back away from him, you're afraid that he's going to expose you or you're going to get in trouble or he's going to come after you. I wouldn't do anything sudden. I would back away slowly. Yeah, so like if you don't want to talk to him anymore, I wouldn't just cut him off. I would like kind of fade away. Oh boy. I would try to stay on his good side for a little while. Just a little while. All right. Yeah, fade out. Yeah, I would just back away slowly. You know, like don't just start ignoring him. Just kind of, you know, disappear slowly. All right, I'm going to go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to get on tomorrow a little earlier in the day before I have to go into the school. And hopefully that works out for me. Have a good night, guys. Thanks. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.